Hello, it's me, Zacharias. How you doing this morning? I got a couple hours to wash these clothes and get ready to go to work. Okay. I'm here to talk about, some, what's it called it? Oh, oh yeah. Let me talk about, Daniel something. I can't say his name. He's the cop in Oklahoma was raping the sisters. And what's bothering me now, I'm glad that he got arrested and he's found guilty, and I'm thanking you just for that. But what's bothering me, because it hurt to hear that he did that, and it's sickening. He's a racist bastard, okay? And a sick bastard be raping women, okay? Based on color and stuff. But they keep referring to him as a white man. So this is the reverse of the one drop rule when it comes to mixed white Asian folks. So, I mean, this is getting to be a problem. And not only that, they did George Zimmerman that way. George Zimmerman, mother's Afro mestizo Peruvian, and his dad is white. So they make him Latino, because most Latinos are Afro mestizos. And like for example, I'm glad in Mexico they got the census gonna include Afro Mexicanos. They talking about no black folks. People mix black heritage in Mexico. That's a lie. They now included in the census. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay, but anyway, point is, right? In the days of Le Guadalupe, his mother's appearance in Mexico. Anyway, point is, you know what I'm saying. But point is, the white guy, the white man, the so-called white man who's mixed, whose mother is Japanese American, who raped a lot of women of African American descent in Oklahoma, was found guilty. I'm getting tired of media referring to him as a white man when he's not white. He is partially white and part Asian. He even look mixed. He don't look like someone. I understand. I know what's his name. What's one of my favorite actors, and he's mixed. He always play white roles, but he's part Chinese and Hawaiian, and white. Oh dang it. I can't think of his name. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves can pass for almost like a white man, but he's still an ethnic in a way. But this fool here that was raping sisters looked mixed. I thought the dude was Latino. This dude is Hopper. That's a term they use in Hawaii, especially mixed race Asians. But they refer any other mixed race person, like I guess I go to Hawaii, I'm a Hopper too. They prefer Obama because he was born in Hawaii and he's mixed as well. But I'm getting tired. They keep referring mixed race people as one race or the other. You know what I'm saying? And as a mixed race person who can refer as pure black when I'm not pure black, my parents are not pure black, my grandparents are not pure black, my family is not pure black, okay? We're mixed with black and white in the American, we're mixed, my dad's mixed with black French Creole, English, and American. My mother, on her mother's side, we don't know too much about dad's side, what he mixed with, but, both the parents have black DNA. But, well, no, hold up. Wait. We don't know what his mother was because they say his mother was real light skinned. My maternal grandfather's mother was real light skinned with long hair, and then they said she was killed for that. That's why my older brother was talked to an older person that knew my maternal grandfather's family, okay? But my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, her background is, I mentioned her dad's grandfather, like a white man, and his, so my grandmother, which my mother, is mixed with a black Native American and French Creole, because both her grandparents, this one, Grandpa Red, we call him, he about a little bit my color, maybe a little lighter. He used to be real light skinned a long time ago. And then my great-grandmother, Medea, who was dark-skinned, they called them Geechees. They were mixed with both, had French Creole roots. And my great-grandfather, who's still living, we call him Grandpa Red, his mother's mother was Native American, okay? So we're mixed. We're not pure black. And they used that one-drop rule a long time ago that messed up our identity. And I always understand why y'all so praising one-drop rule, talking about the people who defended in the African American descendant race, who are not pure black. why they are defend something that was used to use for slavery and segregation. You know what I'm saying? To oppress us for having partial black DNA. You know what I'm saying? Made by white racist people. You know what I'm saying? So there was the orchestration of that. It never helped us. I mean, I never benefited from the so-called one drop rule, which is actually, I'm born in 1979. So I found out later on, which I mention all the time in my video, that the one drop rule was debunked, was considered unconstitutional by the Supreme Court back in 1967 when they had the Loving versus Virginia case, and they allowed all interracial, the true meaning of love, true love win case, okay? And they allowed all interracial marriages to be considered legal in all 50 states. When they had the partial black and Native American woman, Mildred Loving, and Richard Loving was her white husband. She was considered black as a one-drop mess, you know what I'm saying? And they wasn't allowed to marry. But when they followed, their case and won, they made all interracial marriages to be considered legal in 1967. They said the one-drop rule was considered unconstitutional, which means it was abolished, okay? And people still in African American in the community still hold on to the one drop rule that never helped us. It always used to discriminate us, beat us down, kick us, all the other stuff, be slaves. That's why the master was mixing, okay? So, because he can have more slaves of different shades, okay? Even to look like him, do race mixing. So, with consensual sex, a rape 1 to 2, they still be considered slave, because they said the child of the slave mother is the status of the slave. You know what I'm saying? It's the status of a slave. So have to share the same slave status. That was the origin of the one drop rule. Then they later on said if you have one, this and that, and then they only made it to be one drop rule, you know what I'm saying? Especially because they had folks, even though there was people like they look like me and darker or whatever, but they had folks that look like white folks who can pass, Michael Jackson kids, okay, yeah, I believe that's his children. I don't understand why everybody denying that it's his children, but back in Jim Crow days, they would say it was some white niggas. I'm just calling it like it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they are, but that's what exactly they will say. You know what I'm saying? We seen Imitation Life, both the black and white version. I ain't seen that one, but I seen the color version. And what happened to Sarah Jane when her boyfriend found out that she was partially black. You know what I'm saying? And he beat her in the alley, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? So that's what my point is. The one drop rule has never helped us. But it's so funny when it's a person who is not considered black of a minority group marries a white person. That child is automatically considered white. I never understood that logic. For example, down in the one drop rule was used against mixed race people, but also people of mixed with Native American roots. Of course, black and Native American folks, we had both the blood quantum laws against us, and then the one drop rule. But white Native American people, if you was partially white and Native American, if your family kept marrying more white people, even if it was partially Native American, your children were not considered Native American because their blood quantum was so low. You know what I'm saying? This is made by white racist people, okay? So they can try to cause genocide to Native American population and stop the Native American people from mixing with white people. So I never understood that logic, because a lot of quote-unquote white folks who ain't pure white, they got Native American DNA in them who are mixed, okay? And I acknowledge them as mixed race people. I don't acknowledge them as pure white people. I mean, my definition, which is a true definition, if you're racially pure, that means you have nothing else in there in your roots. That's none what you claim or what you are, okay? But if you have something that's not of that race that's in you, you're not a pure, racially pure person. You're actually mixed, okay? Mixed race people cannot create racially pure children, okay, or descendants. That's all I'm saying. People say, well, your parent, why your dad, right? Both your parents. No, my parents are not pure black. They're mixed. Anybody with mixed DNA in them is mixed, okay? So, like I say again, mixed race people cannot make racially pure children, okay? Unless they have the artificial insemination, okay? You get a person racially pure and put their eggs in. Okay, yeah. But no, racially mixed people cannot make racially pure children or descendants or grandchildren or great-grandchildren. Can I get that in your head? That's why we come in different shades. That's not a pure black look. I'll be dark, brown, almost a color black if I was racially pure black. Get my point? So I don't understand why they making this cop to be considered white when he's not pure white. And then y'all want to talk about, well, one parent is first generational mix. His mother's Asian. Okay? His mother's Asian. His father white. That's not a pure mixture. I mean pure mixture. That's not pure makeup, trying to say, racially pure makeup, trying to say. That's a mixture. You know what I'm saying? And he looks like he can pass for a Latino. You know? So I didn't understand how in the world, how the hell they made this. They just, even BT saying the white cop got considered guilty for raping black women. This dude is not pure white. Why y'all call this man? See, that's one thing. You would say if this person, if let's say this cop had some, well, can't say that because they did George Zimmerman that way, because George Zimmerman mentioned his great grandfather was black, was Afro-Peruvian. I think he was mixed because he can look at tell he has a Native American in him. Talking about his great grandfather, his mother's grandfather, her mother's father. Okay, there's a picture of his mother being a baby, the grandfather who looks mostly black. You know, with Native American features in Peru is George Zimmerman's great-grandfather, his mother's maternal grandfather, and his mother looked like high yellow, olive skin, long black hair. Okay, that's George Zimmerman's grandmother. That's her father. That she's, you know what I'm saying. So my question is, I don't understand how in the world y'all keep referring to me as a white man, but you say one drop of black blood makes you whole, but George Zimmerman has black DNA, and y'all don't consider him black. That, you know, it's stupid. It's stupid, but y'all make fun of Dominicans who come in different shades too, and say they don't want to be black. But you got George Zimmerman, even though I don't like him, and he is a racist, but he had to save his culo, his ass, on the trial, so he had to mention that he had some black DNA to make sure that, you know, they don't see him as a racist, so he can get past, so he can win the trial. Y'all still don't say he's black. So I don't understand, but y'all say he's white, but he has Native American and black in him. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I really don't understand how y'all can say it seems to me these idiots use what they use their own terminology of what race is, and they try to pose it on other people. But I go by the facts. If you have this and such in your background, that's who you are, because it wasn't for different ancestors in your background, your behind wouldn't be here. Okay? If you don't have different races in your roots, then you're racially pure. But if you do have racial mixture in your roots, you're mixed. Your DNA screwed up till you die. And your family, your children, it would never go back to being what it was before. You remember point? So I don't understand how y'all consider this cop white. I can't even say his white last name, but his mother is Asian. His mother is Asian. Okay? His mother is Asian. She's not a full-blown white woman. Okay? So my question, why y'all referring this man as a white cop? He's not a white cop. He's mixed. He's multiracial. He's biracial. Okay? And I'm getting tired of the reverse of the one drop rule. If it's somebody who's not black, but it's not white too, have a child with a white person, their child's automatically white. But if someone that's got black in them, or it is partially black, or is black, with a white person, that child's automatically black. That don't make no, there's some shitty ass hypocrisy. It's a double standard. And y'all refer to this man who do not look like Keanu Reeves is not white, he's mixed. But this dude don't even look like Keanu Reeves. He look like a doggone mixed Asian, part white person, or partially look like a Latino person. You know, Latinos are mixed, okay? So my point is, he don't even look like a full-blown white man. He don't even have blonde hair and blue eyes, you know? And, one time, I never forget, and I met another mixed young brother. He wasn't African-American, when I said mixed, but as in, we mixed. It was a mixed man, and I thought this man was, was Hispanic. And And the little child was blonde hair and blue eyes. And he said, Daddy. And I said, that's your child? He said, that's my son. He said, I'm part white and part Asian. I said, I thought you was Latino. But you can look at it, he has some Asian features, Because, Native Americans, many Latinos are mixed with Native Americans. So, Native Americans, mixed with Native Americans say this. Native Americans and Asians are related because, remember, our Native American ancestors crossed that bridge from Alaska, from Asia, Alaska, in which the Asian part of Russia, that's how. So, Mongoloids, they call them. So, and he said, well, I'm part white and part Asian. And my son's mother is white. And that's why my child looks like this. And I said, no wonder. I said, it's shocking. It's very shocking. So I said, well, I'm mixed too. And I said, I'm mixed with African American, French Creole, English Native American. I'm glad. I said, hello, we're both, all of us mixed, So I was happy to see that, And that's why I was telling people, I said, because like they say about Michael Jackson was not a pure black man. Michael Jackson, before his vitiligo or his surgeries, he was caramel skin. That's not a pure black look. He was not dark brown like Kanye's wish he was, that looked like him. He was not a dark skinned man. Okay? He was not no Western night color. I never saw Michael Jackson look dark brown in my dog life from childhood to now. Okay? He always been a caramel skin and fair skin, shall I say. Hello? So my point is, and none of the Jacksons are dark skinned. They all different shades of brown and high yellow, like LaToya Jackson's the high yellow is one, okay? And the mama is caramel skin with some Native American features. She has some white in her too. I saw that one of her ancestors was great-grandparents were part white, mulatto, whatever. Catherine Jackson, and the daddy claimed he got Choctaw in him, but you can tell besides Choctaw and black, he got some white in him with them blue eyes and that high yellow complexion. So that's not pure black. I don't understand what y'all have a misconception what pure black is. Someone like Lupita Nyong'o, okay, Akeem Olajuwon, Akon, those are pure black. Well, I can't say Akon because mama is like she has some Arabic in her, and she's Muslim, by the way. But point is, and many Africans who are Muslim, the darker ones and the light ones, have some Arabic in them as well. But point is, you'll see someone like more like Akon or Peter Yogo as pure black. Get my point? So, I wish that folks would get it in their head. That's why we come in different shades, because we racially mix. It's a white racist society that folks try to defend that I'm against. They want us to make us pure black because, first of all, they know we mix with white DNA. They don't want us to have the white privilege, okay? That's number one. Number two, they don't want us to be put in the same status with them. And second of all, they want to hide, besides slavery and lynchings and stuff, they want to hide that their ancestors actually either had sex, forced sex, which was rape, or either consensual sex with people of African descent. So that's the whole reason why they want to do that, and they feel guilty by the rape part too. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. I see why a lot of white folks don't like to mention that I'm mixed with white, because they feel guilty of their ancestors, my ancestors as well, mixing with my African ancestors or partial African ancestors and raping. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole reason why. I'm not covering up dark secrets because you feel guilty about something you not do. You know what I'm saying? Go spit on your great-grandfather's grave. Don't come mad at me for it. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, that's the whole reason why they did it. But it's shocking that y'all would call this partial Asian cop a white cop when he's not pure white and does not look pure white. I mean, I'm not saying if he was blonde hair and blue eye, you call him a white man, even though he's mixed. Okay, I'm not saying that. But I can see if he looked like a white man with blonde hair, blue eyes, brown hair, something, red hair, green eyes, something, I can understand that he can fully pass for a white man, and you can say that he was white. Or he was dark hair and dark eyes like Kanye, I said Kanye because of the K, Keanu Reeves, you know what I'm saying, who is mixed with Asian and Hawaiian and white, and play white roles, a dark hair white man roles, okay? But I can know in the hell I can see this cop looking pass for a white man. Because when I first saw the vest away, a white cop, They don't know where this man is a pure, and as a mixed race person, I look up and down at the doggone picture of his. I said, no, you can see it's a white man, and I found out his mother is Asian American. That's another race. That's not white, And then one thing I know that some people in the African American will call non-black folks who are not white, and I have to correct them and say, excuse me, they're not white people. They are people of color too. This man is a person of color as well. You know what I'm saying? Asians, Latinos, Native Americans, and Arabian people are people of color too. You know what I'm saying? They're not white people. You know what I'm saying? I have to tell people about Latinos. Yeah, they classify, no, still, they ain't all that white. Okay, they got African and Native American in them. For example, George Zimmerman's grandmother. Like in Mexico, they had mentioned barely just finally admitting to having African DNA in Mexico today. Yesterday, actually, and the soccer is doing the celebration of La Guadalupe Day. This time, I guess she prayed to God that, to reveal the truth, okay? Revelation chapter 5 and 8, about the saints praying to God, and the angels take it to the hand of God. That's the reason why as Catholic Christians we understand the communion of saints. So thank God that the prayers were answered. Okay, that that they have African DNA besides Native American and white. You know what I'm saying? And it just and they can't say it because now the Latina magazine had mentioned that, and I'm gonna do a video about this too, and I'm gonna spill the tea on this video about this cop and then many of the Mexico having African DNA. But they say millions of people are now checking, the census and admitting they have African DNA in them, even though these people don't even look black, but it's in their background. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to say they're 100% black. No, I don't want anybody to come on my channel saying I'm trying to say Latinos, especially Mexicans, are pure black. No, I'm saying partially black. I'm not one droppers. I check 3 boxes too. Okay, I'm black, white, and American too. That's why I mentioned in the video. I don't consider myself pure black because I'm not pure black. I'm partially black. Anybody got partially black DNA or they're dark skin, light skin, they're not pure black people. I'm getting tired of the hypocrisy. You want to say someone's pure black who ain't pure black, but you want to call somebody pure white who, like this cop here, who ain't pure, don't even look it. I'm like, dang, I understand Keanu Reeves, you can tell he's acting, but he still got more Caucasian features compared to this dude here. That's all I have to say. Y'all bye. Have a nice day.